Getting closure after finding out their former neighbor will spend 100 years in prison. 19-year-old Miranda Herrera was sentenced Friday for setting a fire at her own house that killed her brother and injured her father. Neighbors tell the Night Team's Courtney Friedman, even though the fire was almost 3 years ago, they still remember every detail of that day.
December 19th, 2013, Castle Pine Drive, a quiet northeast side neighborhood awakened by smoke, flames, and panic.
Everything happened so fast because 1 minute you just told me good night and I love you, then your house is on fire.
That was Miranda Herrera, 19 at the time, telling a KSAT crew about the tragic fire at her house that killed her autistic older brother and critically injured her father. The next time we saw Miranda, she was in handcuffs, charged with starting that fire.
And then when we find out who did it, oh my God, nobody can believe it. And why?
Colleen Ogle's son lives 2 doors down. She was shocked when Miranda admitted to police she set the fire in hopes of collecting life insurance money.
Family, what, goodness.
Herrera was found guilty and on Friday was sentenced to 50 years for murder and another 50 for attempted capital murder.
I think when you do something bad like that, you should pay for it.
And you think that's a fair sentence?
I do.
Several other neighbors who didn't want to go on camera were the ones who sprayed the house down with their garden hoses and tried to save the men inside.
The people next door, they tried to help the man get out.
They told us, though justice has been served, the whole situation is still sad.
Years later, the house where this all happened still sits here boarded up. The family moved out a long time ago, but today neighbors told me someone else has bought the property and plans to fix it up.
The roller coaster of the past several years has finally come to a stop. The community ready to move on. Courtney Friedman, KSAT 12 News.
Now, neighbors tell us Herrera's father is still sick as a result of the fire, but recovering and living with family. The DA's office says Miranda Herrera's accomplice was Sari Rodriguez. She was a child at the time, but was tried as an adult and sentenced to 60 years in prison back in October.